Welcome to Updated Autopsy Report, a podcast from Yotze Ben and Friends where we read and watch the inspirations behind Ace Attorney. I'm your host, Ben, and as always, with me are Tiago.
Yo.
And Rose.
Hi.
We're all longtime fans of Ace Attorney. We hope that through our perspectives, it'll reveal new details and provide interesting commentary for all the media we discuss. Our intro music is by Lace, and you can find all her other work at leiss.bandcamp.com. Today, we've all read the second half of Schlock Homes, the Complete Bagel Street Saga by Robert L. Fish. I'm mixing up my S's and my SH's already. The Bagel Street Saga, as read by Sean Connery. I looked up something that I talked about last time. I'm going to bring this up immediately.
Just get right into it. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, no, I talked about something last time, and I said, I wonder, like, how Takumi read this. Was it translated? You know, how did this book arrive in Japan? So I went searching for this. This is my notes from like 3 weeks ago because obviously we got delayed. So, and you know, apologies if I misspeak on anything that we've read, because now this book is essentially at most recent 2 weeks in the grave for me, and that I finished it. But I found a Japanese webpage that chronicles basically all the Sherlock Holmes media that has been translated into Japanese.
Oh, sick.
So this person went through, and it's one of those, it's classic internet. It's bare HTML, baby, right? There's a single JPEG stretched across the background. It's great. And this person went through and chronicled all these books that were published in Japanese that somehow related to Sherlock Holmes. That includes 3 Schlock Holmes books. So it was 2 different collections that did not have quite the same stories in them, but had some overlap. And then eventually a 3rd collection with almost everything in it. So if you really wanted to read all of Schlock Holmes, you had to buy 3 different books to get all the short stories translated. But they did get over there. They were translated by, I found the name Mariko Fukumachi, and it was published by Hayakawa Mystery Library. So they took a bunch of Sherlock Holmes books in general and just translated them into Japanese, and a lot of them were done by this Mariko Fukumachi person. And so that's how they got over there. Schlock Holmes was one of those. So I guess in addition to official Sherlock Holmes media, they also did the parodies as well. So that was kind of interesting to see that is how that got over here. So presumably Takumi read one of those 3 books, and that was how he got some of these stories.
Okay.
So I just figured I'd put that on the record there. I don't know if that information's out there really, aside from anywhere. I had to dig for that. So I figured that now I put it out there as part of the public record of the internet in English, because it was a Japanese website that I had to go digging through.
Good shit.
Well, hey, I'm happy to know that, because sometimes like translations can like change jokes and stuff, and especially imagining how many puns are in this godforsaken book. I don't know how they managed to pull that off, but
yeah,
I'm sure they did somehow.
The description here from the person who ran the website, they said, this is a short story collection chronicling the exploits of the bumbling detective Mr. Schlock Holmes and Dr. Watney. For the reader, this is an intense work. If it hits your particular comedic sweet spot, you'll find yourself laughing out loud. However, if it misses the mark, you might just struggle to make it to the very end. And depending on how you look at it, it also serves as a great way to study English. In parentheses, laughing.
So fair, King. Holy shit.
So. Now, given the tone here, and given our own life circumstances, I don't want to be mean to Mr. Robert L. Fish, because obviously he's an incredibly accomplished author.
This is
no longer with us, you know. But
he was doing this for the bit.
Yeah, we did struggle like in real life to get through the rest of this book from last time.
I actually have some notes. Yeah.
I have like just an overall comment, which is that like just due to the very nature of how we did this podcast, it was a struggle for us, if only because the initial plan was to try the plan 0 was to try to do it all in 2 weeks, which was insane once we realized these short stories.
Yeah,
there's
I did
a lot
not
of
realize how much there was in this book. I heard a collection of short stories, and I was like, oh, that'll be an easy read.
No, yeah. There is 32 at last, I think.
Oh my god.
So we decided to
say the second half, we start reusing some phrases a little too much. The jokes are getting a little more samey for me in the second half.
Oh yeah, I mean,
again, no offense to the late Mr. Fish. I'm just maybe we used most of our good material in the first. There were still a couple of jokes that did make me laugh. I will be honest. I've laughed, but there was some of the little details of like the same phrases using over and over again instead of doing like weird variations on them, like the first half where I was like, okay, come on, I don't even remember what story I'm on anymore.
So like the thing about it for me is that like we had to do 16 in 2 weeks. That's 14 days. There's 4, so we would have to do 2 of these stories in one day, in like 2 days, and the rest would have 1 story each day. That was like my solution to like try to pace myself through this.
Mm-hmm.
Still not great, to be honest. I think the human mind was not meant to comprehend this level of puns in that amount of time. I think
we shotgunned the bathroom reader.
Yeah,
and the bathroom reader is meant for grazing,
100%.
So we did kind of, unfortunately, just due to the format of both the podcast and our lives, which like kind of came down in this weird structure. And again, maybe, in the past, I knew exactly what we were covering in advance, right? And so I was able to plan around that. And here now, occasionally, I don't know exactly the length and how it'll read. So I'm kind of fumbling in the dark occasionally when I'm picking what we tackle next. I'm like, okay, let's do something lighter, then let's do something heavier. This was intended to be the light thing, and it was not. Instead, it became we were wading through foot deep puns.
I want you to know that I have the next book on hold in my library. Like I had to suspend my hold because it took so long for us to get through it.
I don't even remember what the next. I don't even look at what the next book was.
I put it on hold a while ago, and
excited to see what that book is.
Put the schedule out for us privately. I try to schedule a month in advance so that we can do that kind of stuff, and so that we have wiggle room when something like this happens.
By Mr. Schlock Homes, so here we all are.
I just like, as much as I do think that these jokes are funny, I can see why a person would love them. They're essentially just Looney Tunes, each and every single one.
And there's one specifically that really stuck out to me as actually really fun, and I'll probably mention it when we get there. But like there was something that did make me laugh out loud, like that review says.
And I will say
chortle perhaps, but I did chortle.
Yeah. And I will say up front, I'll just table set for our listeners here. We're probably going to go through these faster this time than we did last time.
Yeah!
So,
I mean, it's all the same, baby.
So, yeah, get ready. So I guess I'll go into my descriptions now for our stories.
Thank you, Papa Ben.
Papa Ben, that's a new one. All right. In the adventure of the missing 3 quarters, Schlock and Watney are informed by Crisscroft that England has initiated and entered a dressmaking competition, but after finishing his perfect dress blueprints, the designer had hidden them and gotten hit by a horse. His last words before falling unconscious were that the plans were hidden in the kitchen. Holmes searches and suspects that the lord of the house used the blueprints as sandwich wrappers for his picnic. Ignore the cook Jenny that disappeared with something under her apron. Holmes finds the sandwich wrappers, submits them as the blueprints for the dress, and the next day the dressmakers output the winning design, a mini skirt. Elsewhere, missing cook Jenny is last seen wearing a mysteriously fashionable new outfit.
I like this one.
Yeah, this one's fine enough, right? It's like, oh, Holmes picks up the wrappers, and they're not enough material to actually make an outfit out of, like the weird whatever design was on the sandwich wrappers, right? So they just make a mini skirt. That's the invention of the mini skirt, is the joke. That's
and
the first ever mini skirt.
On the moor.
Yeah.
Looking for sandwich wrappers. It's a funny image.
I recall liking this one. I like it. This is gonna be me doing the Bugs Bunny from Looney Tunes show where he just simply goes, "I like it," and that's all I have to say about this.
Yeah, somewhere towards the end here, they all started blurring together for me for sure. But at this point, I was still doing my thing where I would read one on the bus on the way home from work, because that's about as much time as it takes to get home from work.
I would read these while in the bathroom wasting time.
Well, that's what they're for. So
that's what they're 100% for. But it occurs to me that I don't go to the bathroom that often every day, and I plus I'm also doing my Duolingo, fucking. I got.
I'm sorry, Mr. Schlock, but I've got to meet that fucking owl again.
I have competing bathroom readings, okay? I have to fucking... Alright, fucking next one.
Yeah, you're welcome to just yell next at any time. In the adventure of the disappearance of Whistler's mother, none other than C. September Duping arrives. Definitely not Edgar Allan Poe's character, C. Auguste Dupin. The requests for Schlock's help in finding the missing painting Whistler's mother, and again, an actual painting by James McNeill Whistler. Of course, Schlock misinterprets that as an actual woman is missing and that she stole some wine. He suspects Professor Marty of being involved and investigates his lair, finding some missing wine, and asks Watney for something to package the goods. Watney finds a curled up sheet of parchment nearby that they use to wrap the bottles. Duping is thrilled that they've recovered the painting. Oh, and he got some free wine out of it, too.
Yippee!
Yahoo! This one was for me.
Yeah. This one's for you, specifically?
This one's for me who works at the art museum.
Yeah. I mean, this is entirely just based off of a joke, off of the title of the painting, right? It's just a pun off the title of the painting.
All of this set up for one stupid pun.
I like
let him go. Yeah.
I like the alcohol measurement of there's a gauge of how much alcohol is being used in this story, and this one alcohol is very critical to the story as opposed to the normal amount that Watney and Holmes drinks.
Yeah, Watney's always drinking, and it gets worse as these stories go on.
It's kind of crazy how much worse it gets, but yeah.
When you have nowhere else to go with the joke, you just, I guess, do it more.
Just keep going. They're both constantly drunk all the time.
Yeah.
Twoo. So twoo.
Which, good for you guys, I guess, but
take it easy,
It is
man.
a little bit of a problem. But yes, every single time that Watney goes back to the cabinet and is like, I'm going to experiment with finding a way to make this beverage more palatable by mixing alcohol into it. And it's like, okay, funny. Okay.
It doesn't make
funny.
It more alcohol does not make things more palatable.
Well,
no.
Okay.
That's what mixers are for.
Okay, haha. Next.
In the adventure of the dog in the night, Sir Francis Gibbon appears to choke on a hot dog, but his guest from California, John Wayne, W-A-I-N, is accused of poisoning him. Sir Francis's sister-in-law, Mrs. Gibbon, begs Schlock to free Wayne and prove that he didn't poison the knight. She also says something about this ruining her plan. Anyway, Holmes proves Wayne's innocence by revealing the true cause to be botulism. The next day, a car runs over Mrs. Gibbon's husband, leaving her the entire fortune. thank goodness she has the handsome dear John Wayne there to comfort her.
Yippee! A lot of these are like Holmes somehow just like furthering along the plot of the villain who's trying to kill their partner and get along with it. I do think that is very funny. I don't know like whether or not I like a Schlock Holmes story where he does solve it somehow, but in a really roundabout way that foils the plans, but like not through the way that's expected, or he accidentally furthers it along and does exactly what the bad guy wants. I don't know which one I prefer. I think it's the one where he gets the guy, but he's wrong the entire time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I think I prefer that one too, that method. But there is a little part of me that does love when the criminal, like in this case, Mrs. Gibbon, who's like the whole time she's just very blatant that she wants her husband, like
dead,
like her husband dead, and she wants to marry John Wayne, and she wants her husband's entire fortune. Like it's just so blatant, and the whole time you just have to come up with new jokes for how Holmes could possibly misinterpret what she is blatantly saying in the most positive light. And most of the time, that's fairly funny, right? Every once in a while, I like, okay, this is silly, and it's too much of a stretch. But I'd say 90% of the time it works.
Yeah.
But yeah, this one's just, again, it's for the pun. Dog in the night. Yeah, he choked on a hot dog.
I didn't... I almost forgot it was a hot dog until we it's been a little bit, and now I'm just like, oh, I actually don't know what this one's about anymore. Yeah.
This is gonna be somebody's first episode, and they're like, they didn't even like the book.
No fucking way this is someone's first episode.
There is no way that your first episode is the second episode of the Schlock Homes series.
You're right.
I'm sorry.
You're
if
right.
You come in right where like, hey, they ran out of Ace Attorney games. Now I'm gonna start listening. Okay, fine. But there's absolutely no way this is your first episode. None.
Yeah, Rose took that personally.
If this is your first episode, I'm so sorry. I will Venmo you $5.
No, we won't. No, we won't.
You will.
Yeah,
right.
no, we won't.
People lying and sending you messages.
There's no way you can verify that.
That is a lie. I told you.
But yeah, Rose didn't want to play in this space with me, so that's fine. I'm kidding. The adventure of the Briary School, one Silas Cornbuckle from the colony of New Jersey, pleads for Holmes's help in understanding a note he took from his young charges while on a trip overseas. With strange words like LSD, grass, and heroin, they're unsure what this coded message could mean. Schlock, of course, deduces that these students are going to kidnap the Chancellor, of Exchequer, and hide him in the French countryside. Holmes tells Silas to cancel their trip to France, and they do so. The next day, the paper reports that there was a narcotics raid at a hotel, but weirdly, all the miscreants escaped.
Wow.
Once again,
good for them.
Kids doing drugs.
And
nobody knows what those drugs are.
How often, a lot of these stories are Schlock Holmes getting what is a very obvious note that like tells the obvious intent, and then he goes, must be a code.
Yeah.
Brother, you gotta read a little bit better, man. Come on.
So many of them are just See, this is why I started to drag here in the second half, is so many of them are literally just like, he gets a scrap of paper and is like, this is a code, and comes up with some preposterous nonsense. And like, yeah, that was funny like the first 2 times, but like, have another formula. Again, it's fine. It's fine. No disrespect to you, Mr. Fish.
He's not gonna find us, Rose. You can be a little mean about this.
I see how these would be funny published in like a once-a-month magazine, you know?
Yes.
Right.
And not every, like, read all in a batch. It's fine.
No one should read these in a batch. Hey, listener, if you're thinking about reading them in a batch, do something else. Don't.
this book that's out of print and that we had to dig
yeah.
to find.
I also think I will say some of my frustration came from only being able to read this on my phone and not able to transfer it to my computer.
Right.
So I think that was part of the problem for me also. But whatever. I just hate the little rectangle that lives in my pocket and makes me sad. The computer. The computer makes me happy.
The GOM
Big screen friendly.
Yeah.
Big screen friendly. Me looking at the screen like in Blade Runner 2049 or whatever.
Yep. In the adventure of the handsome ransom. I'm sorry, I spoke over you.
No. Keep going. No, keep going.
All right, I'll continue talking over you. In the adventure of the handsome ransom, Harry Higgins has lost his boss's hansom. As he was watching it, Professor Marty lured him away with tales of easy money at the local bar. When he returned, the hansom was gone. Schlock summons Marty to Bagel Street and demands he return the hansom immediately during the servants' night out and give the boss tickets to an event that same night as an apology. Marty agrees to these terms, and the next day the boss's home is discovered to have been burgled.
Nice going, Schlock, you fucking moron.
Yep.
You keep getting people in trouble. You keep getting Professor Marty free stuff. You gotta foil him. Start foiling him. Start wrapping him in a foil.
The thing that made me laugh for this one, I think, was the conversation between Marty and Schlock. When Schlock's like, now the boss is going to be out of the house, or he's going to be, the servants are going to be out, that night. And as apology for taking the hansom, take these 2 tickets and give them to that boss and his wife and have them go on an event, to this event and have a night out as apology. Make amends, Marty. And Marty goes, so you want me to take these tickets to this man, tell him to go away for the evening on the same night that his servants are out, his big mansion, and make sure it's empty? And then go there? And Schlock's like, yeah. And he's like, okay, I'll do that. I'll do that, Holmes.
I'll do that.
And it's just very like this
okay,
slow realization where he's just like, okay, you're just handing it all to me on a silver platter. All right, I'll do that very well, Holmes. I will do exactly as you say. And Holmes is like, wow, all's well that ends well, kind of thing.
Yep, pats himself.
And so
on
that
both
one
butt
did get me
cheeks.
a little bit there. That one I did kind of like the slow realization there.
That's pretty good. Come on, Holmes, you gotta catch Professor Marty. He's the bad guy. He's your enemy, your foil. Next.
In the adventure of the Great Train Robbery, Chris Croft bursts into Holmes's office and begs him to rush to Sir Lionel Trains' home immediately, as a neighbor has witnessed him in some sort of tussle with an intruder. Holmes brings along his cool new putty called Plastique that he received. After placing the plastic under the wheel to hold their cart and getting confused by their own footprints in the snow, the two arrive and find Sir Lionel with red marks all over his body and only partially dressed. They find his safe empty and his new maid, Miss Irene Addled, attempting to leave with her attaché case. They let the clearly distressed woman leave and return to their cart, only for it to explode for some strange reason.
I did like them planting their own bomb underneath the fucking truck.
Literally
and then,
getting hoisted by their own petard.
That one was funny. I liked it. It made me
did
chuckle.
The whole thing where they wander around the house and they're like, well, since these guys didn't go in, obviously they're irrelevant to the case. And then later they're like, oh, they did go inside. It's like, oh.
How do they do that?
It's dumb. It's really dumb. This one is like particularly just like, it's kind of hitting all the basics, but for some reason this one did kind of work for me. Maybe it was just because Irene Addled, showed up. So, and once again, pulls one over on the boys.
When did this is not the first introduction of Irene Adult. That is correct, right?
I think
I
she
don't
gets mentioned.
She
Yeah,
gets
I don't recall her
mentioned
showing up in any of
before.
the other stories, but yeah, maybe just her name showed up.
Gotcha.
I don't think she physically showed up at any of them until this one, because this one does the bit at the start, I believe, where they're like, "Oh yeah, Holmes said only one woman ever bested him."
And it was Irene Adult. I mean, who knows? For all we know,
although
they
she's
did...
not very adult, she's totally fine. Actually, she's more competent than them. That's for sure.
That's not hard.
There's a solid possibility that she has shown up in the first half, but we don't remember because of how much Sholmes was shotgunned into our faces. We'll have to just accept that as it is. Next.
In the adventure of Black, Peter, Holmes is handed a note that Inspector Lestrade found in an apprehended man's pocket. The sleuth eventually deduces that it must be reporter shorthand for someone winning a dancing competition in Canada. The police let the man go, and the news reports the next day that a vault in one of the largest banks in London was burgled. There's not much going on in this one.
I straight up don't even remember it.
I wrote this in my summary. There's not much going on. I put that in my description that I wrote 2 weeks ago. So even then, I guess apparently this one I was not a fan of.
Holy shit. Flat out just like, we don't like this one.
Yeah, I wrote that in my description.
I don't remember this one at all. I don't recall it.
None of us recall this one.
It was something
geniuses.
about exploding a safe, what he needed, what materials he needed to blow open a safe. And he interpreted it as reporter shorthand.
There was one bit in here where they were like nitrate and
yeah.
Sholmes was like, "Oh, that's like the nightly postal rate," and I was like, a joke. That came across on Discord, right?
Yeah,
yes, we heard it. Oh my fucking god. I have no memory of it.
Now I remember this one because, there was not much going on here.
I think it's because the one right before this was also safe involved, and that took up all of my safe memory. Like, there's a box in my head.
Yeah.
That wasn't supposed to be a bit, that's just a sentence I said. It's kind of a little like, these kinds of stories just kind of wash over you. And if it doesn't stick, that's fine. It's not supposed to.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine, right?
It's fine.
It's fine. What else is there to say sometimes about some of these? They're not all going to be bangers.
Oh, and most of them are not.
But it's okay, because I went, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Homie went so it's fine.
Exactly.
This is literally the sensible chuckle image, is what's going on here. You go, not bad. And then you flip the page.
Speaking of flipping the page, next.
In the adventure of the odd lotteries, the forgetful Lord Epsworth returns and asks Schlock to investigate the strange behavior of his new assistant, AJ Lotteries. The man goes out at night dressed in all black with strange tools jingling at his belt. Ignore the spate of recent robberies in the area, of course. Schlock and Watney tackle him, take his tools, and then allow him on his way, as obviously he's a hypochondriac and was about to use these tools to perform surgery upon himself.
Honestly, this one's a little outlandish. This one's kind of crazy.
It kind of works out, though.
It does work out for everybody, right? Like, the robber gets away, yada yada, he's healthy now. But, like, doing surgery on yourself? He's painted in all black. What? He's not gonna hide from the germs. Maybe I took umbrage with this one. I took umbrage with this one. I did like the first half. I do recall actually like enjoying the first half of this. It's just that like at the end, I just feel like you tackled him and then you let him go. That was it. Goodbye.
Right. Yeah. They just tackle him and
he
off
just
he goes.
Okay.
Okay.
Huh. That was weird. All right.
Oh, good Lord and Mary, Mother and Joseph. Next.
In the adventure of the elite type, verbose theater critic John Simple receives a strange letter that swears at him in comic speak, aka @ exclamation point, $. Schlock obviously understands this clever code and is able to parse its true meaning. Bomb in the theater tonight. They alert Scotland Yard, who surrounds the theater and hunts for the bomb. The next day, Schlock and Watney read the review of the show, which declares the only crime committed was the performances on stage. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
Was there even a bomb? There wasn't a bomb, right?
No, but
No.
it was funny how he managed to pull all that off, huh? Just make there be a bomb somehow.
The critic John Simple, he's extremely verbose and he says nothing is his bit, right?
Yeah.
He's not actually saying anything of worth or of value. He's just using large words for the sake of it, right? I think there is a bit where he uses the same like large word twice in a sentence and he gets really mad at himself.
Yeah, he gets like mad at his inability to think of another word.
Yeah, that's kind of funny.
What did the message even say? Was it just like a typo? Like because I have to assume that like I remember this one going like, okay, whatever Schlock says this means can't be correct because he's Schlock. Therefore, this message must be something else. What does this message actually say? I'm pretty sure it was just like mashing the keyboard, right?
It's just a bit.
Yeah. No, I understand it's a bit, but like,
no, the only thing the actual messages says, John Simple, I can only comment on your reviews in comic page language, and then proceeds to be a bunch of symbols, exclamation point, cents symbol,
it's all cuss words. You're right. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
No, I actually thought there was a real fucking code here. I got schlocked. I fucking. I really
fucking got you.
I really sat here and went, oh, this must mean something for real this time. No, okay. I need a sip of water. Where's my water?
I can't believe he dehydrated you.
I'm desiccated. I'm fucking desiccated.
Right.
Okay. Next.
In the adventure of the animal fair, Schlock Homes visits New York. And while the circus is being... Excuse me, I gotta reset that sentence. While the circus being in town disrupts their lodgings, he discovers a strange new invention in his hotel room. A radio. He overhears some truckers talking on the radio, and despite the waiter trying to helpfully explain what he's hearing, instead interprets it as a scheme to rescue animals from the circus. However, when they jump the 2 trucks and apprehend the men, they find instead only boxes labeled camels. Dear God, they were turning the circus animals into pet food.
No, I thought they were cigarettes.
They are.
Oh, okay.
They're cigarettes. That's me saying that's what Schlock thought.
Oh, yes. Sorry.
His boxes with camels on the outside. He's like, oh my God.
Because they go like, oh, there's like a cigarette smuggling ring the Americans are asking them for help with. And Schlock is like, I don't care about that.
But these animals, though. Dear God, they're turning the camels into cigarettes. I love the idea of they're grinding up the animals and turning them into cigarettes to be smoked. I think this one has one of my favorite characters, which is simply Bellhop, who knows better.
Bellhop, who just tries to answer a factual question and just go, well, yeah, they're just truckers. This is what they're talking about.
Yeah.
And Schlock's like, no.
In like literally the Bugs Bunny, like, no. Fucking, it's kind of incredible how for once in this story we have quite possibly, I think, the most reasonable character out of the Schlock Homes stories
just
go. Just some guy. I'm gonna miss you, random New York bellhop. You're not with us for the rest of these.
He wandered in from a different story.
I'm gonna miss you, man. Bellhop who knows
like,
about trucker
I'll
speak.
try to point them in the right direction, but yeah, it does not work.
You can't lead a Holmes to water
No.
and have him expect to drink.
No, drinking is the one thing you can expect him to do.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
Next.
Well, in the adventure of the Common Code, Chris Croft asks Holmes to help out with some difficulties the Postal Service is having, such as strange code numbers on the end of the addresses. Obviously, some nefarious criminals are sending messages without paying postage. Holmes tracks the codes down to Professor Marty and glues his mail slot shut, as well as enlisting the Bagel Street regulars to scramble all the codes they find on any mail. The next day, the newspaper reports that the Postal Service's delivery woes have only gotten worse.
The code was just like the zip code, right?
It's just the zip code.
Thank you.
But the equivalent for the
the
for
British,
London, aka I think they just call them postal codes there. But yes,
They
for
do.
Americans, it would be zip codes.
I know about this due to my job. They call them postal codes.
Yeah.
Truly, I feel like Robert Fish needed to send something in that week.
He's like, I gotta submit something for the magazine this month, and I don't know what to do, so I'm just gonna do something about postcodes.
I truly was like, this happened, and in the end, Schlock just pranks Marty, who for some reason.
The thing is, I really just like that Marty just comes over because from his perspective, Schlock shows up for no reason, glues his mail slot shut, and then walks away.
Yep, no words spoken.
He's just like that.
He just comes over and he's like, "What the devil compelled you to do this time, Holmes?
I'm innocent."
And it's just he did this time. Yeah, Marty innocent.
The gradual change from Professor Marty is villain to Professor Marty is like dude that Schlock is harassing.
Yeah, just beleaguered individual.
I truly do believe that in certain situations, Professor Marty's just like some guy.
Like, he was doing crimes earlier, but now he's
he's just kind of being harangued into being a normal person, and even now it's still not stopping.
Pretty good.
Yeah. So I did derive a little bit of humor from this one. But yeah, the postal code thing was kind of like, yeah, okay, all right. Yeah, it just, again, we just have to have everybody involved. Just not know what postal codes are so that we can goof them all up. It's fine. I was happy to see the Bagel Street regulars again. I really still think it's funny that they're just, after the first story in which they got made regular, now they're just...
Now they're just regular.
Regulars. Yeah, they're just regular now. I don't know why that joke stuck with me, but it did. In the adventure of the patient resident, Holmes and Watney receive an advertisement in the mail informing them of a strange new restaurant with an odd menu. It calls itself a cinema. Holmes suspects them of poisoning the meals, so they go down into the location and pull back a large curtain only to see a steam train barreling down straight at them. They abandon the scene, certain that no person would ever visit a restaurant that has a train passing through it.
This one was hard for me. I don't know why.
I thought this one was dumb. I think this may have been my least favorite.
Yeah, I'm not crazy about this one, brother. You. So here's my thing. Here's like Here's like a real reason why I don't like this. Is that a lot of the things that Holmes and Watney do is that they go to the fucking, like, the opera, the movie, like, the show, the cabaret, yada yada. They experience culture constantly. You're telling me this motherfucker doesn't know what a movie is? He probably loves Buster Keaton.
Well, the thing is like, in other stories, he knows what the cinema is, but for this story, he does not know, because he needs to not know for the joke to function.
I know, but like I think the joke was not worth the squeeze.
Well, yeah, I mean, again, yeah. I think this one is not It's not special. It's nothing. There's nothing
The
great
other ones
about it.
were better.
When as it was happening, I knew exactly what was about to happen. I was like, they're going to pull back the curtain and they're going to see the steam train racing at them, and they're going to go, oh, whoa, and then that's exactly what happened. And I was like, okay, yeah.
This one probably plays better if it was animated like the Dover Boys.
I mean, a lot of these might if they were animated like cartoons. They're all cartoon logic going on here, so they might actually work pretty well. All right.
Next.
In the adventure of the Bell's letters, Inspector Lestoyle asks for Holmes's help solving a murder. A woman was clubbed in the head to death while playing Scrabble or some other similar word game and is found clutching the letters BBO. Her husband, Bob, who inherits all her wealth and is seen polishing off his fireplace poker and burning his dressing gown that he was wearing at the time she died, has no idea who murdered her. Holmes deduces it must be the circus contortionist, now lobby doorman, who did it. And as they go to apprehend the man, they find his head is also clubbed in. Obviously easy enough for a contortionist to club himself to death and commit suicide. So the next day, Holmes sees that Bob has gotten betrothed to a new, wealthy, older woman. Quickly, a congratulatory letter, Watney.
To my friend Bob.
Oh,
yep.
Wow.
Did you like this one, Rose?
I mean, the Scrabble tiles were the lead in of like them explaining the entire like suspicious actions of the husband, and then the police officer being like, and we brought the Scrabble tiles because we know you love that shit. Like that was kind of funny.
we know that you're a fucking sicko who loves this kind of stuff.
And being like, how can we rearrange these tiles in a way that makes them make sense? Or maybe they're just part of a bigger word.
Obby.
Yeah, obby.
Obby. Obby.
I don't know. Holmes claiming that the contortionist beat himself to death to commit suicide kind of made me go, heh.
Damn, dude.
But that's about it. That's about as much as I can muster here. Otherwise, yeah, I mean, listen, I thought the husband stuff was kind of funny a little bit.
No, I love the husband stuff. The husband stuff was
so
hilarious.
Suspicious.
It's just
when he's so suspicious and like, yeah, they're doing everything right in front of him. That some of that comedy worked for me there. But yeah, they all end the exact same way, which is the truth is revealed in an inadvertent fashion to the reader, and then Holmes is like, well, obviously we got to congratulate Bob on his new wife because he's married another wealthy woman who is going to die off very quickly and suspiciously.
New Bob wife dropped.
Yep.
Another wealthy woman. Uh-huh.
That's like is that the best we can riff on this? New Bob wife dropped. That's the best we can come up with. We're like sifting for gold here. We're panning out here.
I do like have a couple comments for some of the ones near the end. I think there's like some bits near the end that I do like a lot, but this one we are gonna
hit my favorite bit.
Yeah, we got 3 left, so all right.
Oh shit! Wow, we've really been chewing through them.
Yes, we have.
Said we were gonna go faster.
We kind of had to, because otherwise I was gonna lose my goddamn mind.
Yeah. In the adventure of the short fuse, young Hosmer Angle is infatuated with a married woman, and of course she's married to the most infernal man in England, Alex Netherland. He treats his staff well, pays them well, supports the Boy Scouts, and donates to the Home of the Blind. Hosmer and his lady friend have tried a lot of things to literally kill Alex, and asks Holmes to bring Alex an expensive ticking alarm clock. Holmes agrees, but upon finding ample evidence of Alex's supposed evil deeds, deems the alarm clock too good a gift for such a horrible man, and returns it to Hosmer. He even makes sure to press the big red button on it before dropping it back off.
the next day. Oh, are you just gonna? Were you just
No,
gonna?
I mean that's it. I mean, yeah. Well, what else happens after you press the big red button? It blows up and everything. Yeah, it goes.
Yeah, they
sideways.
talk about it though. Like literally, Watney's like, "Oh, by the way, there was an explosion last night." And Watson and fucking Holmes goes, "Wow, that's crazy. We should talk about that."
Yeah, we should go investigate this bombing.
I do like this. Is the one I think I like, if only because I like the idea of Holmes, quote unquote, solving the mystery by accidentally doing something insane that causes the villain to get their comeuppance. That's what I like. I like it when he is like completely wrong for most reasons, but then like still solves the issue by some really roundabout way. I like.
I like how much we build up Alex. You know, they're like, oh, he's so evil. He's so horrible. He treats his wife horribly. His wife, whom I'm infatuated with, but that's aside the point. But he treats his wife horribly. He lets her spend his money with a wanton abandon. You know, and he supports the Boy Scouts. He donates to the Home of the Blind, and all of his staff have nothing but good things to say about him. They say he's a saint.
He even
obviously he must be hiding something.
He must be a fucking sicko, Watney. He must be a goddamn creep.
Yeah, I was like, all right, this one's kind of working for me. This one's working. You know?
This one does contain my favorite bit, because when he is relaying the information to Watney about how he talked to all the staff, and they all are like, yeah, he treats us great. This is the best place I've ever worked. Gradually, as he talks to each staff member, they go, I was worried about that too, but I asked so-and-so who works in the pantry or whatever, and he said, and then each staff member says basically the same story of like, yes, I totally understand that you're worried about that, but like, listen, it was great. We totally got it. And the more and more quotation marks are
yes, the quotation marks joke is fucking funny.
That one lands.
It's so fucking
and that one's
funny.
hard to describe, listener, but as you might know, when you are quoting somebody within quote, you know, an actual speaking segment in writing, right, you're putting that within in nested quotes, and they keep nesting the quotes over and over till eventually there's like 8 quotes on either side of each sentence. And then Watney goes, but Holmes, and he has all the quotes at the start of his sentence, but not at the end, because then he corrects himself. And that's really funny. That's really funny. But it's a visual, like written on the page gag, and it's good. So yeah, this one was kind of like, I don't know, this one was kind of the last banger for me, I think, out of this collection.
Oh yeah, 100%. This one's like, okay,
banger. This one's pretty good. This one's pretty good.
Yeah, I got some chortles for sure.
And
just like the number of quotation marks that were appearing.
I think also it helps that like there's literally essentially a ticking time bomb the whole time that you know is like there's a bomb, you know, it's your gun on the mantle, and you know the bomb's gonna go off at some point. You're just waiting for how it's gonna get sent back, you know, in some fashion. So yeah, it's got like all the right pieces here for a good funny short story, and it works out.
We at Updated Autopsy Report are glad to say that there is one good story in here that is solid to read.
Not just one, but
I know, but like this is the one where all of us simply went, we like this.
There were several in the first half that we enjoyed.
Oh yeah, true. I can't remember them.
They've already exited your brain at this point.
My brain is rotting sponge, and I cannot be asked to hold on to these schlocks. We have 2 more of these to chew through. Let's see if we can remember them.
Let the puns pass over you and through you, and when the puns are gone, only you shall remain, etc., etc.
Puns are the mind killer.
They sure are, buddy.
I'm sticking my hand inside the Schlock Homes book and like closing the cover over my hand.
I'm imagining
are necessary, actually.
What's very funny is that I know what you look like, Ben, but I'm imagining you doing the Timmy Chalamet pain face.
All right. In the adventure of the Ukrainian foundling orphans, Chris Croft asks Holmes to investigate strange reports of UFOs, to which Holmes begins searching anywhere and everywhere. He eventually stumbles into the cinema, where Watney greatly desires to see a Tom and Jerry, and deduces that these UFOs must be Ukrainian trapeze artists performing in the movies. He advises them to keep things on the down low so as not to cause any more public consternation.
Poor Watney doesn't get to see his fucking Tom and Jerry, man.
This is the thing that made me laugh.
And now they know what the movie is all of a sudden.
Yeah, now they know what a movie is, yeah. So, like, the UFO joke for this one is kind of strained for me. The anywhere and everywhere joke, that's all right. It made me chuckle the first time.
Yeah, they make fun of the British a lot more in the second half, too.
Yeah.
Like,
But
there's an awful lot of stupid town names.
Watney really wanting to see, as he puts it, a Tom and Jerry, and not getting to see it. I don't know why this one made me really laugh. Maybe just an adult man going, I want to see a Tom and Jerry. Just, it's just the idea of it is what makes me laugh. But that one got me. That joke really got me for some reason.
In my head, Watney looks like the guy who wants a cheeseburger in the Popeye show. You know, the one who goes like...
Yeah.
Have we talked about this before?
We've done this bit before. But,
I was going to say, I just have the strongest sense of deja vu.
I was
almost thinking more like little boy with lollipop for
little
situation.
German boy with lollipop.
Yeah, he's. I mean, but like
Tom and Jerry, Mr. Schlock.
I want my fucking Tom and Jerry. I want my fucking Tom, goddamn Jerry.
And yeah, Holmes being like, well, we're gonna go to the cinema, and there might be a Tom and Jerry there.
I love him teasing like Watney. My God, dude, you fucking moron. Is this the one where Watney gets progressively drunker and drunker, or is that the next one?
That is the next one. The next one is when they're drinking.
Okay, got it. Because
is next one.
I remember there's like a story coming up where like they drink so much, and I'm just like, you know what? Funny, whatever. We could do it. Let's do it. Yep. Let's get to it. Next.
All right. In the adventure of the Pie-Eyed Piper, our final story, Holmes hears of gifted children being sent to play music, which he immediately assumes must mean gifted children being sold into slavery. He heads to Hamelin with Watney, disguises himself as a schoolboy to infiltrate the group, and gets himself drunk. He plans to have Watney lift a drawbridge while the group performs, separating the kids from their captors and letting them escape into the night. However, their timing is a bit off on the drawbridge, resulting in the children falling into the drink. Holmes and Watney don't notice this, of course, and head home, proud of themselves for rescuing so many children from a lifetime of servitude. The end.
This one's kind of rough.
This one's kind of rough, I'll be honest, but I think my favorite bit is the bridgeman. Like the actual like story about like the Pied Piper and the children and all that. Fuck that shit. But their plan is to go up to the guy who's like in control of the bridge and be like, all right, get him drunk off of whiskey. And then Watney tries to give him whiskey. He goes, I'm fucking sober, you idiot. I'll never drink. I'll never drink. And I'm like, fucking
He's like,
got
damn
me.
it, it's not gonna work.
And then Show's like, let me give it a shot. Fucking goes over. He's like, how about a good cigarette? He goes, why are you, a youth, smoking? What's happened to this country?
Yeah. I listen, unfortunately, the bit of them going like, yeah, and now we got to raise the drawbridge and we got to do it at the right time to separate, the kids from whoever has quote unquote kidnapped them. And it's just like, did you hear a sound of a bunch of little plunk, 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 plunks? It's like, nope. Time to go.
That was actually a glunk, which is the German thank you, which I think is the line that they say in that one.
Yeah, the exact line is, did you hear something? A splash, and then someone saying glug, I thought, or perhaps possibly a whole number of people saying glug. Holmes looked at me almost pityingly. Your ignorance is monumental, Watney. It is undoubtedly the bridge tender with saying Gluck, meaning luck in German. He is undoubtedly congratulating himself on not having been more seriously injured. That's it. All those kids into the drink, and that's like one of your final jokes there is
that's it.
a bunch of children essentially drowning.
No, they're fine. They're fine. They made it to the shore.
Okay.
Yeah, they can probably swim. They're
Kids
fine.
know how to swim. They're buoyant.
I knew how to swim. Well, they are British.
The British are buoyant.
I don't know. I don't have enough
Just
evidence.
Naturally, yeah.
I was gonna let that hang forever. By the way,
I was
gonna.
Germany. They're in Hamelin, so you know.
Oh yeah, they're German boys and girls. They're probably fine.
We literally had our little German boys, you know, with lollipops.
I liked the Bridgman bit more than I liked any other bit in this specific one. Mm-hmm. Oh, I do like the one where Holmes gets so drunk and then he's like, "Oh my god, they poisoned my drink. I'll don't worry, I'll drink some whiskey to wash it down." And then wakes up incredibly hungover. Oh, yep. Hey, gang, we've done it. We've done it. We've done it. We've done it. We've read the Sholmes collection. Collection.
It's not even Sholmes. It's Schlock.
Fuck! God damn it!
Sholmes, Schlock. There's so much going on here. We've got too many noises that are too close together anymore.
Yeah.
It's dangerous.
I think they should print this book and sell it to children, but I don't think a child should be expected to read this in a couple sittings, right? Like, you're supposed to treat this like the Bible. You just have it around your house. And
you're supposed to treat this like the Bible.
I was going to actually also share a vibe that I got of like the books that my parents had that I like they had a lot of like comic books and like other stuff that like I read but did not really understand until it like percolated through my brain and I became an adult.
Yeah.
And like the fucking like Jim Henson Studios art book where I became like obsessed with but also terrified of Dark Crystal, like that kind of thing. Or like I think I read like fucking Bloom County when I was like
yeah.
And I was like, I don't know what's going on. Maybe I will someday.
Yeah, this is exactly the kind of book, again, that I would find in, say, my aunt's bathroom reader shelf, right? Next to a copy of a Bloom County collection, right? There would be Schlock Homes next to it, along with, I don't know, a couple tattered magazines from 3 years prior.
Calvin and Hobbes.
Calvin and Hobbes is too good for a bathroom reader.
Calvin and Hobbes taught me how to read.
That goes on the coffee table.
Yeah.
Hey, let me be perfectly clear. Calvin Hobbes is for anywhere in the house.
Anywhere, everywhere. Taught me how to read. Thank you.
You put it anywhere in the house, Calvin Hobbes deserves to be there.
Yeah. I was so obsessed with it that I would sit there with a dictionary and look up the words I didn't understand.
Schlock Homes? You're going straight to the bathroom, my friend. Next to the poopery. No, I do like this. It is like a little unfortunate due to the format of how we do this podcast that we had to like drink it shot after shot after shot.
Yeah, I mean, we were doing what Schlock was doing with the alcohol in the final story, right? We were just constantly drinking in ways that we probably maybe should not have been. Should have been a bit more.
We were doing that with the story. Yes, exactly.
Yeah. So listen, this was how should I put this? This was instructional. This is useful. Mm-hmm. I like knowing that these stories exist and how they inspired, future stories, and things like Ace Attorney and all that stuff. It's good to know. I like knowing that stuff. It's nice having that piece of the puzzle in my brain now. I can't say that I'll go back for Schlock Homes unless I just happen to stumble upon it one day, right? I'm not going to go out seeking these short stories again, but like I said, it's nice to have that element like kind of just slotted into my mental library. And it's like, okay, I know what that thing is now. I understand it, and I see how it fits into just Sherlock Holmes as like a tapestry of pop culture, and how it influenced other things.
I do have to say, some of those jokes are probably gonna stick with me, and they're gonna pop back up in weird ways. Like, some of them were really fucking clever.
There are some really good puns in there.
But definitely shotgunning all of them in a row, perhaps not your best choice.
I think a fun game would be to get incredibly drunk and have a dramatic reading of these. I think
that could be fun. It depends on the story you pick.
Oh yeah, we'd have to choose a good one, and we have to like cast different people as like Watney, Sholmes, and all that.
I mean, you do have to watch out with me, because my idea of a good time is a dinner party where we all get drunk and like recreate Shakespeare in the living room. So
it turns out
opposed to this.
Okay.
We're getting seriously dangerously close to recreating a Sholmes story while we're all schmammered.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh my god.
We'll have to write a screenplay style. It'll be fine.
Yeah, that's true.
Here's the thing. Again, if you read this book the way it's intended, which is one story every once in a while, you will probably enjoy it much, much more, is my suspicion. And who knows, if I had been able to foresee the future and divine a better way to cover this, perhaps maybe I would have just said, hey, each of us read 5 of these stories randomly assigned, and then we all come back and tell the class about them. Maybe that would have been a better way.
That would have been pretty fun.
So who knows?
I would have been pissed if I got the fucking
you got a bad one.
If I got the postal code one, I would have fucking lost my shit. I would have lost it. Oh my god.
But hey, we did them all, and now we know.
Hey, you know what?
Now we know.
We took a break so that both me and Rose could go to an anime convention, and so that Ben could recover from whatever illness he had at the time.
Haha.
Yeah.
Haha. And I am really glad we did, because I did not finish reading by the time we were supposed to record. And
I wasn't gonna say it.
I didn't, but I was pretty upfront about that. I was like, hey, I'm covered in gray paint in the year of our Lord 2026. I'm making a big stupid prop hammer. I do not have time. So thanks everybody for bearing with us. You go, I'm not gonna procrastinate on cosplay, and I didn't, but I had some unforeseen difficulties that occurred to me.
For the listener, I'm just gonna say, to defend Rose's honor in the year of our Lord 2026.
I was not.
If you hear gray paint,
yeah, think again.
It's actually Big Top Burger that they were doing as a group, not Homestuck.
Homestuck.
Yeah,
I'm just putting that out there.
I'm putting my hand. I don't have a Bible. I'm putting my hand on my iPad. I have never cosplayed a Homestuck, and I don't think that's gonna change. Now do with that information what you will. I did read Homestuck and I had a good time, but I have not cosplayed it.
It's crazy how we keep talking about Homestuck.
It keeps happening.
It keeps happening. Our lives are Homestuck adjacent.
It did fundamentally alter a lot of people's media consumption.
It's almost like Homestuck made this world or something.
No.
Homestuck stuck me in my home till I suburb.
We should workshop that.
You can keep up with everything we do via our website, updated autopsy.report, which has everything that we do, our links to our socials, and our YouTube channel, which features our Let's Plays and other fun videos at youtube.com/@Yotsuben. That has also our completed Paranorma site,
Woo!
The Mermaid's Curse Let's Play.
Oh my god, we were doing that while fucking reading Schlock Homes.
Yeah. Now, I don't want to brag, but man, I fucking nailed it with some of my predictions. one in particular, dead on. And so if you want to know how fucking smart I am, how good I am at figuring out visual novel stories, check that out because it turned out pretty well. Also, Iroh got quite a few really spot on predictions as well. So
friend of the show, Iroh, also smart and cool.
Yep. So it was a real good time.
Cool.
If you are like at all interested in playing that game, please just go play it. I think it's amazing. It fulfills a lot of the same things that I like about Ace Attorney in a slightly different format. And it's a little more horror adjacent. But again, The Mermaid's Curse is not super spooky. All said, it is like 10% horror, 90% mystery detective story.
Yeah, it's more of a ghost story than it is like a horror story.
Right.
Yeah. If we're taking a moment to plug Paranormal Side, I love Paranormal Side. Go play Seven Mysteries of Hanjo too. That one's good too. Just to tie it back with a single bow, I also saw fan art the other day where the Paranormal Side Mermaid's Curse characters are drawn like Homestuck characters.
Wow. All right.
Wow.
That intersection.
Let's circle back.
That means something. I don't know what that means, but that means something.
It means something when I saw fucking Yuzu and them dressed as in the Homestuck spray. And I was like, whoa, what?
Like there's a certain level of popularity that you have to hit for that to even occur, I think.
No, you just have to.
So hopefully,
you just have to impact the right person who's willing to draw.
True. That's true. I hope that means that Paranormal Site's doing well. Obviously, the first one did well enough for a second game. But it's nice to see a creator who has normally only had their games stuck only in Japanese. I shouldn't say stuck, but their games have only been in Japanese.
Homestuck.
So it's nice to see them coming out in English.
Yep.
I'm plotting forward. So anyway, check that out. That's out there. I also this is also something insane, an insane combination of words I'm never going to say probably ever again. But I also released a Balatro mod.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I love that you did this without telling us either. Like, you just did this.
Wait, hey, Tiago, did you not know about the Balatro mod?
Okay, so maybe I'm the asshole.
I don't know. I mean, I've been working on it on and off here for a month. And I just put it out, and I made an Ace Attorney themed Balatro mod. So check out my Blue Sky, I guess, for the link. That's probably the easiest way to get to it. I have it linked there. If that's something you're interested in, I guess. If you're not, that's fine.
I'm gonna send it to my favorite YouTuber.
I needed to be productive on something while I was sick, and that's what I started doing. And then I was like, I need to actually finish this and not just make half of a project. So I forced myself to finish it. It might not be perfect. It might be buggy. I hope it's not, but I did it. So that's there as well. So, speaking of Blue Sky, you can follow me on Blue Sky. My username is Yotsuben. So find me there. Tiago, where can people find you?
Oh man, hey everybody, it's Tiago here. Welcome to the year 2026. It's been a wild time, with that everything going on. But I've been alive on Tiago time on Blue Sky. I've been doing proxy art for Magic the Gathering. I think it's been pretty fun because cards are expensive, but they can be really cheap if you have a marker and some intuition. So I urge everyone out there that if you have an expensive hobby and there's a way for you to have it on the real cheap, do that instead. Lie, cheat, and steal for a better world. That's where I'm at.
If it's from Wizards of the Coast.
I love Wizards of the Coast, and if they ever wanted to sponsor me, I'll take it up immediately. But until then, I will be grabbing my art pieces, and I'll be making my little artistic little things on cards that say, ooh, this one's actually a $30 card, when really it was 25 cents.
Ooh.
That's it.
Rose, where can people find you?
You can find me at Rose Nonsense on Blue Sky, where I am hanging out, and you will also be able to find me in the same place you'll probably be able to find Ben in a couple of days, playing nothing but Tomodachi Life 24/7.
Oh yeah, that comes out.
We're so back, baby.
Yeah, by the time this comes out, then that's already happening. We're out there already.
I'm ready. Ben and I have it pre-ordered, and we're high-fiving.
I'm one of the rare people who didn't get Tamagotchi life. So I'm excited for y'all. I can't wait for all of us to just show up and stream our respective games and just have
I
like.
won't be because I don't have any way to stream my game.
Oh yeah, that's. Do you want to get?
I'm just gonna be having a fun little solo experience, but that's where I'll fucking be.
No, but we'll definitely be doing some parallel play.
Also, shout out to the Ace Attorney cosplayers I saw at Anime Boston. 2 different Trucies,
Ooh.
1 Hobo Phoenix, and 1 Emma Sky. No
Hell
Phoenix, no Miles. I might have to be the change I wish to see in the world. I don't know. I'm gonna think about it. But shout out to all like 4 or 5 of you that I saw. That was fun.
That's nice. That's
Yeah.
really good. All right. Well, hey, thank you so much for listening. We hope that you'll rate and review us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcast platform. Next time, we'll be returning to the world of Shin Honkaku Mysteries with the novel credited with beginning the Shin Honkaku era, The Decagon House Murders by Yukito Ayatsuji, and we will be reading the first 6 chapters of that book. That's what we'll be doing next time, The Decagon House Murders. This, again, Shin Honkaku style mystery, which, this one, technically, I'm sure if you dug into the history, technically not the first, but this is the one that kind of kicked it all off, and this is the one that people, like, put a pin on as, like, this is the start of that whole era. So what better thing to check out next time? So we will be doing that. Read along with us, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
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 I was
Don't-
yawning
not from
when I
the
said
BPL,
bye.
though. Don't put a hold on it in the BPL. I'll kill
Well,
you.
what the fuck am I gonna do then?
Well, you can get the physical one. I'll get the digital one.
Okay, haha.
Okay.
Bye.
Nobody put a hold on it. Bye.